They were hanging tar babies on the flagpole. The police had to take us to classes. I persevered and used the legacy of the guys that I looked up to in the Rucker. A half a century of complete legacy.
Rucker50 is a movement. It wasn't as public and publicized as what was going on with Dr. King in Alabama, but what it did was revolutionize how young people looked at themselves of having their own voice and their own space.
Rucker50 is like basketball royalty too. When you look at the guys that have played there, it's basketball royalty.
Willis Reed, Howard Comines, Nate Bowman, Dave Stallworth, more than half of the Knicks roster.
They couldn't afford to go to the Garden, but they saw the best talent in the country, right there in the playgrounds of Harlem.
Guys coming from Connecticut, guys coming from Jersey, guys coming from Philly, all to play in this Harlem Rucker tournament. You know, it was real basketball, serious basketball.
You had to step your game up really, really quick, or you couldn't survive down in the Harlem Rucker tournament.
I wouldn't even try to compare it with college ball because the games down here are a great deal more physical.
The impact it had on the NBA just shaped the NBA on how the game was and is played. There's a legacy that's left that once you start it, it just continues to grow.
Sometimes it was too crowded, I couldn't even get in.
People up on the building, up on the bridge, back over here in trees, standing on each other's shoulders. You had the guys that was working carpentry, had those stilts. He was standing up on those, he looked like he was 12'5".
Just packed, you know what I mean? And everybody was going to be out there watching the best. So, you know, you wanted to compete and go against the best.
So it was nothing but sound. You heard the oohs and the ahs and the cheering all day long.
Rucker Park is almost like the basketball version of hip hop. You know, you want that street credibility, and to get it, you need to do it at Rucker.
I think it was just something that it had to happen. Why there? Why Manhattan? Why 155th Street?
He used his platform. He planted himself. He bore seeds. He bore fruit, and he seeded a whole new generation from his fruit.
There was a whole vibe that I started getting from the East Coast, you know, and that's when hip hop started to really evolve, you know.
That's all part of the charm here at the Rucker Tournament in Harlem.
Here you are, young African-American people, not just boys, but girls too, because that was a space of socialization for them as well. You know, long before there was Twitter and Facebook and Instagram.
It was such a great, warm place to be.
It saved a community.
Rucker50 means basketball, that's what it is. On my spot right now, being a head coach of a national team, I'm trying to put it up even on another level.
When you talk about Rucker Park being at 50, it's a destination and it's a New York landmark, and that's what it's about.
I just love Rucker Park. I love Harlem. It changed my life.
Rucker50.